There are dogs that walk politely beside you. There are dogs that listen to commands. And then there are dogs that treat the leash like a suggestion and gravity like a personal challenge. These are the dogs that don't go for walks. They conduct military operations. If you own one of these breeds, you already know you're not the leader. You're just the one holding the rope. Today, we're talking about dogs built like armored vehicles with personalities that range from professional bodyguard to unhinged caffeine goblin. Let's begin. Corso. The Cane Corso is the kind of dog that makes strangers reconsider eye contact as a lifestyle choice. Originally bred in Italy to guard property, hunt large game, and look intimidating for free, this dog is all business. Broad chest, massive skull, and a stare that says, "I noticed you breathing wrong." Walking a Cane Corso is not cardio, it's strength training. When they move, they don't pull. They commit. Their entire body leans forward like they just accepted a contract. They're calm, confident, and deeply suspicious of anything unfamiliar. A plastic bag? Enemy reconnaissance. A jogger? Possible threat. A squirrel? Public enemy number one. This dog doesn't panic. It calculates. And when it decides to act, you're already moving. 2. Rottweiler. Rottweilers look like they were carved out of gym equipment. These dogs were bred to herd cattle and pull carts, which explains why they walk like they're towing an invisible truck at all times. Their strength is absurd, but what really stands out is the confidence. A Rottweiler doesn't rush. It doesn't flail. It simply exists with authority. They're incredibly loyal and surprisingly affectionate with their people, but outside that circle, everything gets evaluated. They're not aggressive by default, but they are very aware of their own power. If a Rottweiler stops walking and stares at something, don't worry. They're not confused. They're deciding if it's worth their time. 3. Belgian Malinois. This is not a pet. This is a tactical unit with fur. Belgian Malinois are used by military and police forces worldwide, and honestly, that tracks. Their brain runs at about 300 miles per hour, and they wake up ready to work. Walking a Malinois feels like holding onto a guided missile that just discovered movement exists. They don't stroll, they lock on. Their intelligence is terrifying. They learn commands instantly, but they also learn your habits, your weaknesses, and exactly how long you hesitate before correcting them. If you don't give this dog a job, it will invent one. And you probably won't like it. 4. Tosa Inu. The Tosa Inu is quiet. Too quiet. Developed in Japan for traditional dog wrestling, this breed is pure discipline wrapped in muscle. No wasted motion. No unnecessary reactions. Where other dogs bark or posture, the Tosa just watches. That calm isn't fear, it's confidence earned through history. When a Tosa moves, it moves with purpose. No hesitation. No drama. Just a massive animal committing fully to whatever it decided was correct. This dog doesn't need to prove anything. It already knows. 5. Central Asian Shepherd. This dog was not created. It was forged. Central Asian Shepherds protected livestock from wolves, bears, and human raiders for thousands of years. No fancy breeding. Just survival. They don't act tough. They are tough. An alibi stands around like nothing is happening until something actually happens. Then the switch flips instantly. No barking. No warning. Just action. This is not a dog that asks for permission. It decides. 6. Shiba Inu. And now, chaos in a smaller package. The Shiba Inu is proof that confidence does not require size. This dog believes it is royalty, and you are simply staff. They are stubborn, dramatic, and emotionally expressive in the loudest way possible. Ask a Shiba to sit, and you'll get a full philosophical debate. And the scream. If you've heard it, you know. That's not a sound, it's a protest. Small dog. Massive ego. Zero apologies. 7. Alaskan Malamute. Imagine a dog that can pull sleds for miles through snowstorms. And then imagine that same dog deciding today is chaos day. Malamutes are powerful, social, and completely convinced that rules are optional. They don't bark, they complain. Loudly. Constantly. Strength-wise, they're ridiculous. Personality-wise, they're walking stand-up comedy routines with fur. Trying to stop a Malamute mid-decision is like negotiating with a refrigerator that learned opinions. 8. Pit Bull. Few dogs are as misunderstood as the Pit Bull. Built for strength and determination, this breed carries a difficult history tied to blood sports and human cruelty. That legacy shaped their power, but not their heart. In reality, a well-raised pit bull is a muscle-packed clown. Overexcited, over-friendly, fully convinced every human exists solely to love them. They hit life at full speed. Emotionally, physically, spiritually. Strong dog. Strong feelings. Zero volume control. 9. German Shepherd. The German Shepherd was developed in late 19th century Germany with one goal: function over appearance. Originally bred for herding sheep, this dog needed intelligence, endurance, obedience, and problem-solving skills. Those same traits later made it ideal for police, military, search and rescue, and service work. Core characteristics. The German Shepherd is highly intelligent, extremely trainable, loyal, but socially adaptable, alert without being reckless. This is a dog that wants direction. A German Shepherd doesn't just follow commands, it understands them. They read human body language, tone, and intention with shocking accuracy. Mentally, the German Shepherd lives in a state of constant assessment. They don't relax easily in unfamiliar environments. They scan, they listen, they analyze. But unlike many guard breeds, they are selectively social. With proper training and exposure, a German Shepherd can comfortably exist in public spaces, around strangers, and even in chaotic environments. That's why police and military units trust them. They can tell the difference between a real threat and background noise. They respond to commands even under stress. They can disengage when told. Protective instinct. When danger appears, the German Shepherd doesn't explode, it deploys. Protection is controlled, purposeful, and tied to human instruction. This is a dog that waits for permission to act. 10. Fila Brasileiro. The Fila Brasileiro is raw instinct. Developed in Brazil, the Fila was bred to guard vast plantations, track fugitives, protect families from predators and intruders. Its most defining trait is something the breed is famous and controversial for: ojeriza, an instinctive, deep distrust of strangers. Core characteristics. The Fila Brasileiro is massive and physically dominant, intensely loyal to its family, calm, but explosive when necessary, naturally territorial. This dog does not need training to protect. It was born knowing how. Nature and temperament. A Fila doesn't analyze strangers. It doesn't evaluate intent. It simply knows. You are not mine. Unlike the German Shepherd, the Fila is not meant to be socially flexible. It bonds deeply with its family and often tolerates only them. Calm at home, gentle with children it knows. But when a stranger enters its territory, the switch flips instantly. No warning barks. No bluffing. Just forward motion. Protective instinct. The Fila does not wait for permission. Its loyalty is absolute, and so is its response. This is why the breed is restricted or banned in many countries. Not because it's evil, but because its instincts are too powerful for casual ownership. A Fila does not forgive mistakes, and it does not hesitate. These dogs aren't bad. They aren't monsters. They're just a lot. They're powerful, intense, emotional, intelligent, and sometimes completely unhinged, in the best way possible. But power requires responsibility. Training matters. Structure matters. And knowing what you're signing up for matters the most. If you can handle them, these dogs are unforgettable. If you can't, well, they'll remind you every single day. If you enjoyed this video, there's more on screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one.